Welcome back, everybody. Spring is finally in the air here in West Virginia, and work is full steam ahead here at Southside Dragway, formerly known as Canal Valley Motorsports Park. As you can see, the surface looks great. They haven't even done much to it yet. It really just needs blown off, maybe swept. An entire load of lumber was delivered, and these guys have been painstakingly putting brand new boards on every single set of bleachers. In addition to that, the old owner Steve came out and steamrolled all this gravel out. It's perfectly flat and perfectly level, and it looks excellent. The buildings are getting a brand new coat of paint. This young lady was working diligently. She got it done before we left. The concession area and speed shop will also be getting a new coat of paint soon. In addition, bathrooms are going to be fully renovated, and this entire area on the left here is going to be completely handicap accessible. Huge thanks to Pappy. He found, procured, and delivered and donated all these cans that are going to be used for garbage cans for free. Levi even helped tape the lids off. Guys, if you ever wonder what it takes for a drag strip or racetrack to be successful, it's a lot of good people like this who just want something to succeed, and they want to help, and they're going to pitch in any way they can. That, coupled with a bunch of people working their butts off to make this happen, is what's going to make this place successful. Of course, we had to swing over to Farm Fresh and get us some pizza, because it's excellent. Welcome back, guys. It's beautiful outside. It's like 70-something degrees. Wonderful. I love it. The sun's out. I'm working on the Vega today. Like I told you in the past video, my front end came apart right in the middle of Greenbrier Street in downtown Charleston when we were doing the Motorsports Day at the West Virginia Capitol. That was unfortunate. However, it's excellent that it didn't come apart at the track. So I ordered some new parts. Let me see if I can show you guys this. I got one of those Heim joints that it's all one piece. So instead of having a Heim and running a bolt through it and then having to make these spacers like I had done, which I have misplaced. Before I had to run these little spacers, things like this, and I didn't have enough, so I ended up making some. But it was kind of sketchy, and I had forgotten to put them back in there, and then when I set the car down with all the travel now, it bent the Heim joint, which it's laying around here somewhere. Here's one of the old ones. It bent the Heim joint and put stress on it, and it pulled it out of the rod end. And also, for some reason, whoever put this front end together before, I don't understand why, but they cut this. If y'all can see this, let me try to get in close here. I'll put it in front of this white background. So you can see a heat mark, and then this is cut. You can see it's not even cut straight. I have no idea why you would cut this. So you can see here's a new one versus that. I don't understand why you would cut that to make it shorter, because all you have to do is run it up in the rod further. So that's a mystery to me. However, I got spare Heim joints just in case something fails. I'll have these at the track and I can do it the old school way. But the ones I got for now, they're all one piece, and you don't have to put spacers in there, and they will articulate. And I'm pretty sure they're fine, because I watched an old SRC video and Billy's got them on the Nova. So if it works on the Nova, it'll work on the Vega. In addition to that, I went ahead and I ran this in here, and then I'm so paranoid about things coming apart now that I went ahead and drilled a hole through this and put a cotter pin in it. So I'm going to repeat the process on the other side, and I don't really have enough fuel to test drive this thing. I really need to drive it around and test it, see how it feels, and make sure nothing's going to come apart. But before, I had very little engagement in the rod end, which was sketchy at best, and obviously it failed. Now I've got a ton of engagement with those new Heims. It's probably in there 1.5 inches or more. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm going to keep working on it, and then I'll update you guys on old Pearl, because the clear coat looks pretty good. It's sitting outside now. I'll show you guys out in the sunlight. All right, guys, I got everything buttoned up as far as I can tell. Everything's jammed up. We aligned the car. Got it pretty darn straight. I'm happy with it. I've got cotter pins going through the nuts on both sides, so I really hope nothing loosens up. And, you know, I've thought I've had it fixed before and it wasn't, but I think we did a good job this time. But I've got the car picked up. I'm going to let the jack down and hopefully show you guys how much travel it has. Well, hopefully that was a good visual representation. That's ride height right here. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me let you guys in on a little secret. That was not ride height. Once I reversed the car and pushed it back and forth a few times, it wasn't even close. It lowered about 3 more inches, in turn causing me to have to realign the car about approximately 46 more times. So that was frustrating. It is what it is. It was a learning process. I'm learning as I go here.
Roll sound.
Rolling.
Sound production, take 2.
Other than that, I think I'm gonna go out and fart around with the cutlass a little bit. It's really dusty. I might wipe it off, put some cut and buff on it, see if we can't shine it up a little bit and show you guys what it looks like. Well, if you guys didn't see a couple videos ago, we used the Vice Grip Garage High Gloss Clear Coat on old Pearl here. And man, she looks pretty darn good. Hopefully you can see it in the old footage here. But the sides came out really slick. The hood, like I said in the other video, the hood was in really bad shape. Like really bad. Same with the roof. Just really rough. The car's dirty right now. It's been sitting outside, so it's a little dusty. The hood is slick now, at least to the feel. You can still see where the paint wasn't that good. You can see the old scallops here that somebody painted on it. You got the old paint job here and some of the old paint job here, which I think that's pretty cool that we were able to preserve that. So overall, Vice Grip Garage Clear Coat. Wiped this stuff on with a dirty rag. It wasn't dirty. They supply a rag. I wiped it on with a little supplied foam pad, microfiber pad, and it worked really good. It was super easy to do, and highly recommend it. Looks good. Unfortunately, Pearl's not too happy right now. We've got a little converter issue. The converter's kind of locking up and sticking, so it wants to pull the car down when it's stopped and shut it off, pull the engine down and kill it when you're stopped. Got to figure that issue out. If we're going to go that far, we're probably going to go ahead and change out the 307 Oldsmobile and put something in it, either a small block Chevy or something we can get that's relatively cheaper, and then we'll spray a whole lot of nitrous till she blows up. I would really like for this car to be something that my dad and my wife can drive and bracket race, and maybe some type of true street class or something. We'll throw a radial on it. Right now, all our money is going into that girl in there. Got the big race May 18th at Southside Dragway coming up. The comeback race, it's gonna be a big deal. And I really wanna be competitive. With my budget, I'm pulling out all the stops. I got my wider wheels coming. We've got new slicks coming. We got more travel in the front end. We have no power adder, so we're all motor. So we're really gonna be relying on that track being not so good for other people and good for us. So hopefully that can take us some rounds and we can do some good. But I think that's gonna end off this video. I don't really have anything else to update you guys on. Thank you for watching. We're so excited about this year. I think it's gonna be a big deal. I think the channel is really gonna blow up this year. So if you wanna be a part of that and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are on. It helps us even if you guys watch these videos. So always have the notifications on, and we really appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon.